one point that I want to make as a follow-up to that is that several times you're going to have this assessment done, they're going to say, nothing bad, go home. But remember of the times when we find actually something, we treat, we prevented a death or prevented further things getting worse. Think of those things. When you actually don't, when we don't find anything and we had the check is required, but it's good news.
It happened to me. I was playing squash. For those who know the game, it's one of the fastest games. I twisted my ankle, went to the emergency in a wheelchair from the car. The nurse looked at me, and I'm in severe pain. She said, sit down in that corner. I said, fine. I knew it. It's not an emergency. It's absolutely not life-threatening. I have pain. 12 hours I waited in the emergency. Every member in the staff, the nurses to the doctors knew me personally. And they all said, sorry Dr. Jindal, you have to wait 12 hours. So I went through those x-rays, the blood tests, and on and on. So please be prepared. I mean, we can do only so much. There are two other instances, a quick one. Srita was bitten by a wasp in the backyard, right in front of me. Her eyes were swollen, the tongue is swollen. This is called anaphylaxis. It can kill you. So we called 911, the ambulance came, took it to the emergency, intravenous, high-dose steroids, cortisone, intravenous, and the whole swelling subsided. After 8 hours, she came home. That's a real emergency because person could die. Same thing happened to my son. He came and he said, I can't swallow. I looked at it. His tongue was so swollen and actually it won't go in. It was sticking out, and this was anaphylaxis, so I said, emergency. So we went there, we didn't have to wait, as pointed out, and within minutes, intravenous was started, steroids were poured in, and he recovered. So these are various examples. One time I have to wait 12 hours, and the other time you are attended right away. This is part of the emergency game, and I think you have enough knowledge. I just want to present just 3 cases quickly. We have about 5 minutes or less.
He's overweight because his height is 5'4" and he's 74 kg, like 150 pounds.
Okay. Anything else? He's not physically active. Now you heard last time, we talked about a month ago, you heard today, let's the next one, Dilip. Sorry. And immediately we calculated the BMI. That was the point. What is BMI? Weight in kilograms. He is 74. Divide by height in meters square. It was 1.625. You multiply again by 1.625. Whatever that number is, that's what it is. You divide this by this is 28. So this person at the age of 28 is overweight. He is not physically active. Think of this child. If by the age of 30, he'll have blood pressure. He may have a bit of diabetes, may have other problems. This is the serious concern, is the weight. And we talked about this primary prevention. Do whatever you can do to prevent the effect of weight on your body problems. I think that's the message. Primary prevention, and that is what we should be doing. Overweight, not physical activity, future concern. And I can tell you those who have extra weight, and I'm talking about 3 kinds of weight. One is due to fat, the other is due to salt and water. Third is your genuine weight, your muscles and the organs and the bones and so on. I'm talking about the fat weight. Fat cells, after some time, they become dynamites. The chemicals they produce, it harms every part of the body, and there is no controversy on this point. This is primary prevention. This is a real case. After the seminar last month, somebody who was here gave me his medical report. This person now is 85. That's very good. 85. 93, he was diagnosed to have high blood pressure. Didn't care. Soon after that, he developed diabetes, DM, and his cholesterol was also out of line. Didn't take blood pressure medication seriously. In 2012, he developed headache, dizziness, and weakness. As Venkatesh pointed out, it became a question, did he have a stroke? So he went to the emergency. They did all kinds of tests, and they say your blood pressure is totally out of control. And since then, he has controlled his blood pressure with medications. His lifestyle is much better. His weight is under control, and he's keeping well at the age of 85. So this is the question of secondary prevention, and I'll come back to that. This is the third case, question of tertiary prevention. It's a true case, 79-year-old male, past history, when he was in the 20s and 30s. Well, he didn't probably care, lifestyle abuse. This person today admits that's what he did. And smoking and so on, gained at least 60 pounds over what it should be. He developed heart problem. His ejection fraction, EF, now let me explain what this is. You know, heart pumps. And we have a way of expressing it and how much the heart is pumping. There are numbers, 100%, 30%, 20%. When somebody comes down to 20%, that's pretty serious. So this ejection fraction for this person was about 25. This person cannot walk any distance. He's short of breath all the time. With lifestyle changes, medication, enormous amount of weight loss, he's managing. The moment he goes off the diet, and his lungs fill up with water and difficulty in breathing. And that is a tertiary prevention that you don't develop complications. You have to take precautions. So that is the conclusion that I just want to give it to you. The first case, at a young age, anybody that you see in your family, friends, relatives, whoever, who is overweight, please pay extra attention to it. Secondary prevention, the second case, as soon as he controls his blood pressure, the diabetes, he's living comfortably, no symptoms. That's the secondary prevention. And tertiary prevention is the last case. The moment he violates a little bit, his lungs fill up with water. Now, I heard last seminar, is it all that gloomy? No, you can live the same life as anybody else. But you live with a lot of disability. That's what we are trying to say. You may be living the same years. One lives without disability, and the other one has all kinds of health problems. I think that's the message that we wanted to give. And we are about 4 minutes past. I thank you. Next month we have diabetes. We are fortunate to have a very eminent speaker, Dr. Shazia Khan. She's known in the medical faculty. she'll be coming to talk to diabetes, especially in the South Asian community. So, any topics that you would like at some point in the months to come, either you can send it to me or let me know after the seminar today. Sorry, you want to say something?
No.
I thank you for Venkatesh, as usual.